Hey everyone, I am in Reno, Nevada at an all-you-can-eat sushi place which is called Tha Joint, like you can see on my chopsticks here. So all-you-can-eat sushi started here in Reno, Nevada at a place called Sushi and Terry in 1989. They're no longer in business, but Tha Joint has been here since 2015. They also have a location in neighboring Sparks. And out of the places in town, this is the one that came the most highly recommended. The menu is quite extensive. It has over 100 different items you could pick from, and you could save a few bucks by doing sushi at lunch like I'm doing as opposed to dinner. But it's very reasonable, and I'm going to be trying a handful of different items, starting with the twister. This is a pretty simple one: salmon, shrimp, cucumber, and there's also some little caviar there. So here, I finally hit the cream cheese. Love all the ingredients. I'm starting with a more simple one because it's going to get much more creative from here. Now the way this works is you get this little sheet of paper and then you check what you want. You have the option of long or hand. I just had a hand roll, but what I'm about to try next is a long roll. And this is the Hitman, which I feel like they should be serving down at the Mob Museum in Las Vegas. This one here has salmon on the outside, also lemon wedge, and then there's spicy crab and tempura shrimp on the inside. Now I'm trying a nigiri roll. This is just the plain salmon nigiri, again topped with a lemon wedge. But this one right here is Donald Duck. Not sure the connection there, but it's got an avocado on it, and it's topped with crab meat, and it has a little bit of teriyaki sauce. So it's the tiny lemon wedges that stand out the most on this one. Of course, it adds a little citrus to it, but it's just different since I'm usually used to just enjoying lemon juice. So the Donald Duck is a little more interesting because it has that same sauce that the rest of the rolls have, which is, it's kind of like teriyaki meets eel. And in this case, it's got a little bit of sweetness to it. I'll probably say I prefer the traditional nigiri. Salmon's my favorite fish, but the Donald's an interesting concept. Now this one is called the Wanted. So I'm not usually into vegetarian things, but this one kind of sold itself because that's mango sauce. It's topped with crispy sweet potato. It's also fried zucchini in there, which I love to get when I'm at Italian restaurants. So these are thinner slices that come in 2 rows. This is the Chapo, which looks like a ceviche on top of a hand roll with the seaweed on the outside. So there's mango in it, my favorite fruit. There's also octopus. I know taco is the Japanese word for octopus, but there's also crab, I believe, inside the rolls. And I learned a new word here in Reno. Not in Japan, but kani, I believe, means crab. In terms of presentation, it's a tie between the Wanted, which is the vegetarian, and the Pink Lady, which I have right here. So I'm trying one more hand roll, but it's almost like a hand roll and an appetizer plate of crab meat and I believe onion flakes on the top. So like the Wanted, this is actually 2 rows if you take a look at the way it's presented. So the roll itself is kind of plain, but when you add the crab and crispy onion on top, it really adds a sweetness to it. With that said, I'm gonna have to say the Chapo was my favorite. I loved how all the different ingredients work together. The fact that there's kind of like a ceviche on top really made that one my favorite. The mango, my favorite fruit. The little bit of octopus, the shrimp. If you come here, you could try as much as you want. There's no seating limit. So, they just ask that you be, reasonable and not order 10 things and then eat like a bite from each plate. But I will say the one thing you gotta try is the Chapo. And if you are gonna do a vegetarian, I didn't try them all, but the one I tried was pretty good. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe. I got more trips coming up soon. I'm gonna be heading out to Madison, Wisconsin, also Milwaukee. Then I'm heading down to Eureka Springs, Arkansas later this month, South Carolina in May, back out to Phoenix, Arizona for the first time in 6 years over Memorial Day. Then for the first time ever in June, I am going to be going down to Tupelo, Mississippi to experience some Elvis Presley stuff. And then I got Wyoming in the works, one of a handful of states that I've been to but never spent a night in. So I hope you get to come out to Reno. If you come out here, you got to have one all-you-can-eat sushi experience in the city where it started. Also, you know, once you fly in here, you're close to Lake Tahoe, you're close to Virginia City, also Carson City, the capital. And I look forward to sharing more videos with you soon.